Hello, welcome to T-Sport Bernau. We have arrived back at our base in England, just north of Liverpool. So in the last 10-11 weeks we have travelled over 5,000 kilometres, which is 3,800 miles, something like that. Averaged 8.4 miles to the gallon, which in German speaking or in continental talk is 28 litres per 100k, which is really good for sort of a truck. We are one of the heaviest truck trailers in the paddock, so we are around 36-37 tonne in complete. Good things about the truck: the power. It does not slow down for any hill. It's like 90k everywhere. So you've got a dial on on the stalk. You can select efficiency or performance. The efficiency thing is like unbelievable, so it'll actually slow down perfectly as you crest the hill, and then as you get to the bottom of the hill you're doing bang on 90, which is like mind-blowing. Okay, if you're in like a row of trucks and everyone's overtaking each other, it's not the best thing, so you just flick it to performance. We did spend a lot of time in the performance mode just because the power, like, we've got to give it back now, but you want to experience 640 horsepower, it's amazing. So that thing, the power is like the best thing on the truck. So also the comfort inside, which we'll have a look in a bit. So obviously 95% of the journey we were in, or 99% of the journey we were in Europe. Right-hand drive, very difficult to have a right-hand drive truck in Europe for all that time. But this truck is fitted with the blind spot indicator. These are a godsend, and then on the both A-pillars there's actually lights which light up to warn you if there's a car there, or even if there's a person there. Without these I think we would have had 100 crashes, but for me this is the best sort of optional extra, especially if you're going on the continent. You have to have these. These are brilliant, absolutely top dollar. The middle axle we don't actually need in Europe because we were only limited to 40 tonnes, so we drove around the whole of Europe with the middle axle up, which in turn you're just towing weight about, but also you get a smaller fuel tank, which, yeah, if it was me and I was speccing the truck I wouldn't spec it like this, but at the end of the day it's an English truck, it comes like this. The exhaust brake, I wouldn't be happy enough with this exhaust brake because in Spain, Italy and parts of Austria there's really big hills, so it's not good enough for what we're doing. I would spec it with a Intada, but that's just the spec of this truck, so I'll speak to MAN and see what the plan is for next year. The truck is unbelievable. I can't go on about the power enough. It's like up a hill, overtake everything, and we'll have a look inside now. So we did, like I said before, 5,000k, real comfy place to be. Steering wheel's a nice size, so it's a lot smaller than the older ones. All the buttons are close by, so it's like really accessible. The sort of interesting sort of upgrade on the truck is the Aldi system sort of sat nav. This is really good, so just for selecting an address, you can, rather than selecting each letter and you're always like trying to look while you drive, you can actually just use your finger and write the letter on the top pad, which is massive for when you're driving the truck. It's like you don't need to think about it and it's just real cool. The actual, all the modes and switches really accessible. We had some issues with the sat-nav, but we are going to speak to MAN about this and try and figure out what's actually going on. So that's one thing we need to look at. But like I said, the power of this thing is unbelievable. It's so nice and it's so comfy. Tom sort of lived in here while we were away, so me and Mel lived in the trailer and Tom stayed in the cab. Says the cab is brilliant. There's a little control panel on the bed which made a massive difference for comfort. Also the hammock sort of system which rolls out, it's really comfy, so there's lots of small things which adds up to a big difference. And from my point of view, this new gen TGX, it's like chalk and cheese compared to the old one, so real nice place to be, real comfortable. And okay, it's a demo, we have to give it back now, but if we were going to look to buy a new one, then I would look at definitely this spec. Maybe not the engine, so the engine is quite over spec for what we're doing, but like a 520, 530. There's a new gen engine coming out middle of next year, so look forward to that, which is based off the 13 litre D26, which has a little bit more power, so we look forward to that one, and we'll see what comes next year. Thanks for watching.